Jay, my man, I got a question for you. Should I invest in acorns? Well, acorns seems really simple to get started. Yeah, actually. Wait. What about M1? Good question. Honestly, M1, I see the little pie thing. I see the little circle and it looks really cool. You gonna let me answer or Jay, just tell me which one is better? Hey, beautiful people. I'm going to tackle your questions again in this episode. There's a reason why you're here, so let's jump right into it. First, we're going to discuss acorns, and then we'll discuss M1 Finance, and then I'll tell you which one I like using. All right? So, honesty check-in, I am not currently affiliated with either of these companies. Okay? See, Acorns is actually run on a really cool, unique idea that I love to help everybody realize they can invest. What it does is it invests your spare change. So they connect your bank card to it and say you go to the grocery store, you go to you go to Walmart, you go to Best Buy, you go to wherever stores you're shopping at, and every purchase is just looks at your purchase. So if it costs $8.14, rounds it up to $9. And it does that over and over for all your purchases. And that rounded up change, once it hits $5, it pulls that from your account and puts it into the Acorn app. All right. And then you invest with that money. So I thought that was a really cool idea, a really unique way to start investing because you kind of don't even know this really, and it's real simple and it's not large lump sums. You're not setting aside $100 a month, $200, $300, $1,000 a check, or whatever. You're getting your feet wet. You're getting started, and that leads to my next point is very, very perfect for the beginning user, the beginning person who starts to get into stocks. Is very easy for you to get involved in that. And the way the app is designed, there is no worries about buying stock. You go into the app and you set your aggressiveness level. So you can say very moderate, which means that you will grow slowly, but there won't be much risk and volatility. Remember, volatility is how much your money goes up and down. I've received a lot, all right. I lost a lot. I made a lot. I lost a lot. But it limits the volatility because you're investing in a lot safer stocks. But your account won't skyrocket typically. It can, but it goes steadily, right? And then it goes all the way to the other side where you're very aggressive and your money is going, you might be more volatile. You might go up, you might go down. I can't believe I just did those sound effects. Ignore those. But you're aggressing in a lot. You're investing in a lot of aggressive stocks. Another cool thing about it is that it's passive, right? You set it and forget it. And this is good for the person who maybe doesn't want to invest a lot of time in stocks, who doesn't have the time to, who feel like they don't have the time to invest a lot in stocks, whatever the case may be, because once you set the automatic transfers over, so you can set your automatic transfers to round up your bills, or you can actually also set your automatic transfer to set up aside a set amount for you. So you can do the automatic roundup on top of that, or separately you can say I want 25 to go there every week if you wanted to. But it automatically takes that from your account, which means you don't have to do anything. It automatically puts into your Acorns account. Don't have to do anything. Automatically starts investing that if you set up for all these features. Don't have to do anything. So it's really nice, autopilot, passive. And then what you have to do, or what you can do, is just check it every month to see how it's going. It's like, all right, I like that. It seems good. You know what I mean? The fees for Acorn is really simple. So up to a certain amount, you can invest as much as you want up to that amount and get charged just $1 a month. That's your fees for Acorn. So it doesn't matter how much money you make or whatever, $1 a month after that. After you reach a certain point, then you'll be able to see that it charges a percent as well on top of that. So that makes it pretty easy to start investing too, knowing that, hey, as long as I'm making more than $1 a month, I'm increasing my money, which is not hard, especially when you're putting in or you're automatically investing all your spare change. You get there pretty quickly. And like I said, this is for the beginners. Some people say, I cannot invest. But then when you start doing it, and it's rounding up your spare change, you're really like, man, I didn't realize, just going to the grocery store, getting gas, buying stuff for the family, whatever it is, someone might want money. Maybe you're spending money on mobile games. All that rounds up, you're like, I really can just round up my change and start investing. So it gives you a really strong idea that how much you actually can do. So if you ever wanted to choose on your own how much you're investing or up that by yourself, you'll be able to do that. But it gives you a pretty good idea that you actually can start investing, because remember, you don't need a lot of money to start investing. I started with just $5. You don't need a lot of money. Don't get that out your head that you need a large lump sum. You need to get your grandparents' inheritance to start investing. You don't need that. $5 is enough. Now, if you're interested in the ACORNS app, you can take a look in the description and you'll see a link to ACORNS. If you haven't done it before, you can get in there and you and I will both receive $5 for investing. It's a great way to get started investing and support the channel. All right. Discussed ACORNS. Next one, M1 Finance. The pie thingy. Let's discuss the pie thingy. So you guys probably all remember in school how you have a pie chart and it can be broken up into different things. That's the same thing that M1 Finance does. And it's portfolio-based investing. And I absolutely love that. So what you do instead of going in there like you would in other apps and just pick one stock at a time and start investing in it, you get a portfolio, and all the stocks you want to invest in, you put into that portfolio. So whether you're looking to invest in ETFs or even individual stocks, bonds, you put that into your pie. All right, so I can choose this ETF here, put into my pie. This Nike stock, put into my pie. Amazon, put into my pie. AT&T, put into my pie. You do that with as many stocks as you want, honestly. And then after you have it in your pie, you say, you know what? I want to invest in this ETF stock more than I invest into these individual stocks. I want to be a little safer and diversify my money. So you do that, and we'll talk about a lot more in another video on how ETFs do that for you. But you do that, you can say, I want half my portfolio to be ETFs. So you can change that to 50%. Bonds, you're like, all right, well, I'm 20 years old, so let me do 20% bonds. We'll discuss that more in another video. You do that, and then your individual stocks, you'd be like, all right, I want to do technology, I want to do, consumer goods and stuff like that. You can choose how all of that lays out, and then instead of investing into those stocks individually, all you have to do is take money from your account, bring it on over, put it into the app, and then it automatically invest your money into that whole portfolio, all of them at once. That is one of my favorite features in any of the investing apps that I've seen so far. And yeah, it's a benefit to me that you get to choose your stocks as opposed to ACORNS where you can't. It automatically invests the funds for you, and you can actually look on the website to see what they invest in for you. But you get to choose your stocks that you want to invest in. And like I said, that portfolio-based investing, you're possibly or probably not buying a full stock. For example, you need over $2,000 to buy Amazon, right? Well, with M1 Finance, you can put in $100 and it'll invest in all of your investments in that pie, all your stocks in that pie. All right. So instead of buying Amazon for $2,000, like you have to do for some apps, and you have to pay for the whole lump sum, you can just pay for part of it, right? You don't need a full stock. You can pay for $10 of Amazon and let that grow. Because for some people that would be a barrier to get into investing if they force you to pay $2,000 for one stock, right? So this way you can get into the game real simply, easily, and for any amount of money. Again, you don't need a whole bunch of money to get started. You just need consistency. Be consistent. Now, once you get that pie made, and you're like, you know what, in 2 years, this was not the route I want to go. I want to go from growth investing to dividend investing, or I want to do a combination of both. Whatever it is, it's really easy to change that pie. And the nice thing is that every time you invest money and you have those percentages set up, it readjusts your purchases when you buy stocks into those to kind of help you stay along those percentages. So you don't have to do any math as you go along either. It does a lot of the work for you. With M1 Finance, you get to focus on dividend investing. So with ACORNS, you cannot pull out the dividends. It automatically reinvest those dividends for you, which actually I recommend. But with M1 Finance, you have the same thing where you want to reinvest those dividends at the beginning, But at the end of the road, when you get there and you actually want to start using those dividends to help you pay some of those bills, possibly to live off of, if you do that well, you have that option and make it really, really simple for you. Again, if you're interested, there will be a link below in the description. Go ahead and check that out for M1 Finance. You and I will both get $10. And that'll be a great way to support the channel so I can keep making content like this. Let me know, are you gaining knowledge? I mean, if you are, please like, comment, subscribe. That helps a lot and helps me continue making content like this, like I just said. So, the final question, which one is better? Well, first of all, I got to tell you that I use both. I honestly do. I use both. ACORNS was actually the first app I ever invested with, and which is great because it's perfect for the beginner to get my feet wet, to realize how much money I can actually set aside for investing. You know, so now I use that Acorn a lot, and then now I more heavily lean toward the M1 Finance side. I love the portfolio-based investing. I love the focus on dividend stocks, and I like to see where that goes, and receiving those dividends and reinvesting those, and I like to having the power to control my stocks, but also I set up my portfolio so that way it's a little bit like Acorns where I can set it and forget it, you know. So that works well. That works well for me. I mean, for the beginners, Acorns is it. If you don't have a lot of time, if you're not worried about researching stocks and you're ready to jump right in, Acorns is the route to go. You get to set it and forget it. Set your transfers over to whatever you want, round up the change, set it and forget it. Once you jump in there, like I said, you get to realize how much money you can invest. So you'll see that you're rounding up and you're like, you know what, this is, you know, $20, $30, $40 a month that I'm missing out on, or that I didn't realize I can invest with. You can switch to another app. Instead of investing the $20, $30, $40 there, you get to go to another app and say, you know, I can afford to do this. And that's a really good start. And that, as long as you're consistent, that's a really good start to get going. But at the end of the day, M1 Finance to me is just better all around. You get to control your money, where it goes, what you do with it, how you want to invest, whether it's growth investing, dividend investing, you know. So whatever you want to do with it, you get to have a better control of that with the M1 Finance app. And of course, I got to lean towards M1 Finance. It's my favorite because I get to do my favorite thing, focus on dividends. And due to those factors, M1 Finance, they win hands down, all right? They win it for me, hands down. But they both definitely do fulfill a purpose for you, all right? So, like I said, I could tell you to still use both, right? Some of you guys might like to stick to one or the other. That's okay, but just know the different features on what it can do for you. Hey, thanks for making this far in the video. Tap the follow, pound the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment in the chat so we can have a conversation with each other. Any questions you have, go ahead and leave it down below. I'll make sure to answer as much as I can. All right. And remember, focus pays dividends. Take care, my friends.